What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Dalton and welcome to Bertrand Acres. We have a fun little project to do today, and it's something that's going to make the property a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, I would say. We're having a little bit of issues with algae, nothing too crazy. We haven't really aggressively treated it just yet. I know the fountain does help a little bit, but I want to add a little bit more to it because that's only on this side of the pond. I want to add something a little bit over there. The fountain does help a lot, but that's only on this side of the pond. Of course, it does help the whole pond, but I want to add some aeration over on this side of the pond to kind of equal everything out. I do want to add fish eventually, so I want to make sure this pond is very healthy and at its optimal level. So what we're doing in this video is we're going to be putting in a Vevor pond aeration setup, and it's going to be kind of budget friendly, and I'll show you everything here in a second. All right, guys, so this is everything you're going to need for the budget pond aerator build. I added in a few extra things that you may not need, like this pond dye. I got that from Tractor Supply. Everything else here besides the cinder block and the pond dye you can get on Amazon, and I will link it all down below to my Amazon storefront so you can get all of this. I think this is one of the most budget-friendly builds out there. So I went with the Vevor aerator. I went with this Trixie like small animal house. It's actually made for outside. It's like 30-something bucks, really cheap. And it's got like a little roof on it. It should keep that thing relatively dry, and it should have enough like breathability in there to where it doesn't overheat. I've got a really nice extension cord. I got extension cord covers to keep the water out of the actual connection. And got a couple other things I'll show you along the way, and a lot of them are kind of optional. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna put this together real quick, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. We'll get it set in place, and then we will start unboxing that and setting up that and running the lines and all that, so shouldn't be too bad. All right, here is the little pump house, 35 bucks on Amazon. Like I said, I will put a link to this in the description. I think it's a good option, much cheaper than like a metal pump house you see on Amazon, like 250 bucks. I think it's a little bit better option than like the storage container, the black and yellow plastic totes. I think this is going to be just fine. I put holes in the bottom, and I'm going to be putting it right over here. So I'm going to use these little pavers I got to kind of keep the legs up out of the dirt so they don't rot early on. So I'm just going to get them like that, and that actually keeps them pretty nice off the ground. And put them right here. Another extension cord just in case I need a little bit longer. I should be good with 50 feet, but I got 75 just in case, and I also got, I already showed you guys these, well, not opened, but they are outdoor extension cord covers to kind of seal them off from the elements. So please don't rain, come on now. Here is the bubbler system itself. Man, everything seems to be really well made. That's a nice piece of stainless there. Impressive. This thing is only like 300 bucks, this aerator. Some heavy hose there too. Welding hose, so that should hold up pretty good. I think it's 100 feet. That's nice. The bubbler itself, the little diffuser, I guess you could call it. There's the timer and everything. Okay, that's perfect. And here is the motor itself. Pretty nicely made, I'll say that. There's the little solenoid. It goes over it. Seems to be really well made. And it's pretty much like half the price of every other pond aerator I've seen, so that's pretty nice. All right, just like that. Sure, this side doesn't have to be that tight. All right. Oh, it's just gonna keep going. There it goes. Okay. I want to use a little croissant wrench real quick. Probably doesn't have to be that tight. Probably didn't need Teflon tape on this side, honestly. Doesn't hurt. There we go. Okay. Get it in. Not gonna go that tight, but one more like half turn and we're good. There we go. Go ahead and throw this on real quick. Just threads on like that. I will say it sucks not having all my tools here at the new house. So I might need to go get a little bit bigger drill bit because I'm gonna have to drill some holes to get this airline out. And then also, I already made a slot for the power to come through. Obviously this is just gonna stay in the housing, but as far as like, it's getting really dark. All right, I will see you guys back out here. I'm gonna let this rain pass. It's about to start, I can tell it's about thunderstorm and it's coming right over me. So I will see you guys here in about, if you don't believe me, trust me, I know Florida and it's about to start really coming down. So, all right, I'll see you guys in about, I don't know, probably 20, 30 minutes. All right, it is back to being nice again. It is definitely Florida. All right, grab the rest of the stuff I need. A hose actually uncoiled really nicely and it seems to be laying pretty loosely now, so it's not wanting to coil up or anything like that. So, all right, so what I'm gonna do is I gotta go get the cinder block real quick. I'm gonna unplug the fountain. I'm not using the fountain right now. I'm not gonna be plugging in the pump just yet, but I wanna go ahead and just turn it off anyways. And then I'm gonna grab the cinder block and the rope so I can tie off the bubbler in the spot I want it. And we should be right on the right path. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that stuff and I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and put this clamp on right here real quick. And I'm gonna spin on the old diffuser, bubbler, whatever you wanna call it. And then I'm gonna run this sucker out to the spot I need it. And then I'm going to come over here, connect it, and see if we can run this sucker and see how she looks. You can see I have it kind of tied up, not the prettiest, but I have it tied to this cinder block, and then that should hold it down. And then obviously the old bubbler here is gonna go on here and then spin on nicely. All right. Somebody kind of just threw it. It gets pretty deep right here. I'm gonna actually swim out here real quick. All right, guys, we got pretty much everything done. It's deeper than I thought in this pond. I'll tell you right now, it's probably, if I were to keep going over there, it's probably at least 6 foot on the other end. Cause I was out there and it was probably like about right here on me. I'm 5'10". I think right here, it's about 6 to 7 feet, depending on how much water is in the pond. Actually moved it a little bit towards the middle. It was a little bit too close in the shallow and it was putting out a lot of bubbles, which is good. But I wanted it kind of in like the 5 foot to 6 foot range, and that's kind of where I got it. It's a little bit closer to us, but I'm gonna end up putting another aerator off of the same pump. They actually make a little kit where you can add an extra one. I'll probably have to get a little bit longer hose, but I think it'll work just fine. I cleaned out the fountain, the tip on the nozzle. It was kind of all plugged up. It was still going, but I cleaned that up. And now we are about to try and see how it looks where I put it. I think it's gonna be a perfect spot. All right, guys, so we got the spade bits. I'm gonna drill a hole in the bottom of the pump house and feed that air line through the bottom. That way it's a little cleaner, and that way I can close the front door that folds down. And then I'm also going to feed the power cord through the bottom as well, just to kind of clean everything up. Now, next project is gonna be to bury this. I don't know if I'm gonna follow this exact line. Obviously, it's very temporary the way I have it set up. I might end up just like following the fence line a little bit over this way. Might have to get a little bit longer cord. And then maybe doing like a very shallow trench right along here, straight to the pump house. I'm not gonna do that in this video, but that is in the near future, because I'm not gonna have my yard look like this just for an aerator. So yeah, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna drill a hole out of the bottom and get everything kind of cleaned up for now, and then obviously once I do the trench there, it's gonna look really nice. They're coming along. It looks amazing. Doesn't look great, but we need extra, we definitely need extra airflow in here, because this thing does get extremely hot, which I think all these pumps do. So yeah, just gotta connect this sucker up right here. There we go, tighten it down, and we are good to go. All right guys, so that's gonna do it. I think it turned out really good. The pond is already looking good in just a day's time. And so, other than the power cord going through the middle of the property, I think it turned out really good. Now, could it be an even cleaner setup? Probably. I'm still gonna probably fine tune some things and get it looking really, really good. But I will say, for like a budget build, I think it's hard to beat. It really is. And I think it looks good. Like the housing kind of goes with the rest of the house. You know, it kind of, same color. It goes with the theme. You got the little house out there on the pond. You got this one over here underneath the trees, right over there. There's a couple of those little small houses throughout the property for like the ducks and stuff. I'm probably gonna end up like staining this thing a little bit more, just to make it last a little longer. But it's hard to really complain, because that little house right there is only 35 bucks. You can actually get one just like that one, which has been on this pond for a long time, from my understanding. And you know, it's definitely showing its age, but I think that house out there is like 80 bucks only. So it's probably like double the size of this one right here, probably double the size. But you know, it's a dog house, but it's held up really good, especially for being on water and direct sunlight for probably 5 or 6 years. And so hard to really complain. I'm hoping this thing lasts at least 5 to 6 years for only 35 bucks. Not bad. If you're interested in doing this whole budget pond aerator build, I put a link to every product I use in the description to my Amazon storefront. So go click on that if you plan on doing this. If you've already done it, let me know down below how it's worked for you. Yeah, it's kind of hard to beat. I think under 400 bucks for everything. And some of you guys may already have a lot of this stuff. So as far as what this kit comes with, it comes with pretty much everything you need. And then I obviously added the little pump house there, which is made for like rabbits, but I think it's gonna work out just fine. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. Let me know down below any tips and tricks for pond maintenance. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, if you like the content you're seeing, at least consider subscribing. I'm having an absolute blast with this channel, and I plan on doing a lot more in the future. We have some huge plans here at Bertrand Acres, and I'm excited to take you guys along for the ride. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.